Hello everyone. Welcome to Yoga Practice with Susana Camille. Today is all about self-care, and when you're feeling a little sick, a little under the weather, a little ill, off, this is a slow, gentle, self-care, loving, nurturing, nourishment practice to show yourself some love. I have on my fluffy shoes. That's one of my ways I show myself love. I give myself some comfy shoes to wear, whatever it takes. Yeah, so if we're not feeling so hot, we're not going to want to do a kick-ass yoga practice. I believe it'll be all about the breath and just being present in the moment and loving yourself through this time and giving yourself space to feel and to be, and whatever else helps you to get yourself through this time. So we'll begin in an easy seat, and that could be a cross-legged. Give yourself a little height. Maybe you can use a block underneath your seat to raise your sit bones up a tad, a little higher there, hips higher than the knees. And then place your hands on your knees and rise up through your spine nice and tall. Lengthen, reaching up, crown of your head toward the sky. And if it's comfortable, close your eyes or take a soft gaze. And just take this moment to arrive in the present and connect with your breath. Easy inhales and exhales through the nose. If you're challenged with your breath because of allergies, or maybe you're fighting off a cold, do your best to breathe in and out, however that shows up. And then gently float your eyes open. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms out and give a really nice stretch. Help relieve some of the stiffness, maybe if you've been lying in the bed. And then raise your arms up overhead and reaching up. And then take your hands down alongside the body. And one more time. Interlacing your fingers, pressing your palms out, rising up. Keep the tops of the shoulders a little down here, softening, finding some softness. And then exhale your arms down beside the body. And come off of your seat. And let's take some shoulder rolls. I was up a little high, so I removed my block. I said, you come off your seat. That meant for me to come off my seat. You can stay right where you are if you're comfortable. This is all about comfort. I'm thinking of myself also here. So let's take a few shoulder rolls. You can close your eyes here if you want, or you can keep them open. So on an inhale, we roll the shoulders forward, up, and then exhale, shoulders back down the back of body. Inhale the shoulders up, forward, up, and then exhale, back down the body. Keep repeating this on your own with the breath. Loosening up the shoulders. center and rest. And then drop your right ear toward your right shoulder, slowly, slowly. And keep your shoulder down. Resist the urge to pull your shoulder up to your ear. So it's your ear to your shoulder. And now maybe lift your chin on the diagonal if that's comfortable on your neck. And then float your chin down toward your chest. And then take the left ear toward the left shoulder. Getting a nice stretch in the right side of the neck. Lift your chin on the diagonal if that's comfortable. And then back to center. Your chin is floating toward the chest. And then inhale, look up. Raise your head and chin up. Back of the neck is long, and then exhale, drop your chin toward your chest. You may hear a few crinkly pops. Inhale, lift your chin. Back of the neck is long, look up. Or your eyes may be closed. Exhale, your chin is to the chest. Let's take this again. Inhale, looking up. Nice and slow. Exhale, drop your chin to the chest. And then back to center. And close your eyes once more. Take your palms facing up. Again, connecting to your breath. Allowing yourself this moment to drop in to the body. And float your eyes open if your eyes were closed. Let's come on to the hands and knees. We'll do a few cat-cows here. I use a blanket to protect my knees because I have sensitive knees. So you may want to grab your blanket for that. Hands and knees, tabletop. Hands are spread nice and wide under your shoulders. Shoulders over your hands. Knees are under your hips. And then curl your toes into the mat. Inhale, drop your belly, raise your chest, look up, cow. Exhale, flat feet into the mat. Empty all the air out, round the spine, cat. Inhale, drop the belly, raise your sit bones, look up, shine your heart. Cow. Exhale. Cat, round your spine, pulling your belly all the way up into your spine. Empty all the air out. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And then back to center. And then walk your hands back, and up your knees, and sit back on your heels. Inhale your arms up, and then down, and then up, sweeping the air up. Now you might look up, come up, and then look down as your hands float back down toward the mat. Now come up on your knees, and as you come on your knees, inhale your arms all the way up with a little arch in your back. Exhale. And down, dropping down. Your sit bones are on your knees. Now, your sit bones don't, I said your sit bones are on your knees. Your sit bones are sitting on your heels. I'd like to see that. If your sit bones don't reach your heels, you can take a block there just to make it a little more comfortable for you. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, floating down, moving slow here. Inhale, rise up. props you may have had. Take your knees nice and wide, toes touch, and let's drop back into child's pose. Your forehead can rest on the mat. If you want to add a block for under your forehead, just to give yourself extra support here, that's good. And just stretching out your arms, reaching forward, and reaching back with your hips, connecting again with your breath. Closing your eyes. And then if you'd like, stretch off to your right here and feeling a nice stretch in your left side ribs. And stay with that there for a moment. And then walk your hands back to center. And then repeat over to the other side, the left side, feeling a nice stretch in the right side ribs. Breathing into your side ribs. And walking back to center. Finding some stillness. Being aware of your breath, your inhales and exhales, breathing into your back body, into your side ribs. If you can come up with an affirmation for yourself here, maybe it's something like, my body is whole and complete. Or my body achieves maximum wellness in every moment with every breath. Whatever works for you, set an intention for your wellness. Many times when we're feeling bad, we repeat again and again, I'm so sick, oh, I hurt, oh, my head, oh, my this, oh, my that. You know, drop the my and repeat the, or the. The head is hurting. Okay, observe that. It's hurting, we know this. Or the body aches. And replace with your affirmation. My body achieves maximum wellness with every breath. Now slowly walk your hands up, sitting back onto your heels. Once again, removing any props you may have had. And then swing your legs around in front of you. I'm looking at a beautiful body of water out here. So I'm going to turn around so that I can see it. Alright, so let's take a Dandasana. Dandasana is a nice little stretch. It's very subtle. Adjust your sit bones underneath you. Take your legs straight out in front with your toes pointing straight up. The spine is nice and long, lengthened, broaden through your collarbones, tops of the shoulders are soft. Roll your shoulder blades in toward one another and down the back. And take your hands beside you, behind you, in front, whatever's more comfortable for you. And then gaze straight forward. Find your drishti, that's your gaze. And just be in this moment, again connecting with your breath. Closing your eyes if that's comfortable. Shavasana, staff pose. Shake your legs out. And then let's bring the soles of the feet together. It's bound angular pose. We're going to get a little stretch here in the inner thigh. And you can take hold of your ankles or your feet and then adjust your sit bones and inhale and lengthen. And then exhale. You may take a little fold here. It's all up to you. Self-care, ahimsa, and the yama niyamas of yoga. Ahimsa, no harm. No self-harm, no harm to others or anything. And then you can fold forward on your exhales. Your inhales is lengthen and then folding forward on your exhales. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. And then find that sweet stretch and just be in that stretch. Give yourself a little smile here. If you've been feeling bad, chances are you might not have been laughing as much. Turn the corners of your mouth up. And breathing into the stretch. And on an inhale, come up. And then gather your knees together. And release. And then let's come onto our hands and knees once more. Use a pad if you need that for your sensitive knees. And then we're going to take one down dog. Take your hands a little forward of your shoulders. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Curl your toes. Inhale. Exhale, push your hips way up and back toward the sky. Nice, generous bend in your knees. If you have tight hamstrings, take a pedal here and there. No strain here. If the down dog is not what you're looking for today in your self-care routine, go to child's pose. Push back to child's pose. There's no right or wrong here. It just is. I'm going to find here a little stillness in the down dog. Pushing the hips back toward the sky. Dropping the head down. Pushing my heels back toward the mat, but that is not a requirement. Bend your knees, straighten your knees, whatever works for you. Come down onto your knees. And then take your pillow or your bolster and lay it out vertically in front of you. We're going to hug the bolster. So take your knees on legs on either side of the bolster so that your torso lays on top of the bolster. And then come on down. And then take one cheek to one side and just melt into the support of your pillow or your bolster. Close your eyes, breathing into your back body. I have a dog, always a dog coming up around me. Oh, Phoenix. I don't know if you can see her. It's okay. Don't worry about that. Gently in and out. Inhales, exhales through your nose. If that's not possible, do the best you can. Maybe you have a stuffy nose. Adjust and adapt to that, your needs. And now switch your cheek to the other side. Our body achieves maximum wellness with every breath. Walk your way up off your pillow bolster and come all the way back up to seated. You can use a blanket here for height or not. It's up to you. We'll take a wide-legged stretch. Maybe the wide leg for you is right here. Maybe it's right here. It's not important how narrow or how wide your legs are. You can take your pillow out in front. Take a block. You may need that here in a moment. And then your toes are pointing straight up, but nothing's too strained here. We're not worrying about flex, okay? They're just pointed up. And then inhale to rise, nice tall, lengthening spine. Crown of the head is up toward the sky. Inhales and exhales. And if you want here, you can take an inhale and then exhale a little fold. You're going to feel that stretch in the inner thigh. Inhale and fold. So on your exhales, you're folding. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Gently, gently. Some of you may go all the way down. Some of you may still be sitting straight up. Either way is fine. You can also take a block here for height, and then on your folds, use your block as a prop to hold your forehead up. And breathing into the stretch, into any sensations that you notice where there's tension. Send the breath there. Release any props you may have. And now, we will come to sit on your prop, blanket, bolster, block, whatever that might be. Hips a little higher, bones a little higher than your knees. And find your comfortable seat. Your palms will face up, absorbing energy. And find your nice tall spine. And float your eyes closed here. Or take a soft gaze. And notice your breath. Being in this present moment. Giving yourself self-care and love. touch in prayer, Anjali Mudra. And bow your head in gratitude for taking this time for self-care for yourself. And float your eyes open and raise your head. I appreciate you taking time, joining me for the self-care, self-love practice for when you're feeling a little wonky, a little off, a little tired, either tired or sick, whatever it is. And if you want, sit in this position for a few more moments after this video is over, whatever it takes. Give yourself permission to rest and say, hey, I allow this. It's time for me to slow down. It's okay. I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.